How's it going, everybody? It's Sean here, and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the New Balance 2002R in the Incense and Heliotrope colorway. Today's video, as always, is sponsored by the good people from Heliotrope. Heliotrope is my all-time favorite sneaker insoles, and they sell ETPU insoles, which essentially is the same material you'll find with Adidas Boost. So if you're looking to add some additional comfort inside your shoes, be sure to check out their website, which I've linked down below. You'll see they sell 4 different insole options, so depending on the type of insole density and the cushioning setup you're looking for, whether that's for a pair of winter boots or for sneakers, you're going to find there's a suitable insole for everybody. So I've been a paying customer of Heliotrope for years now, and I honestly stand by their products. To me, they truly are very comfortable. So if you guys want to check them out and try a pair for yourself, be sure to use the code SEANGO at checkout to get 15% off your entire purchase. So this is one of the newest colorways of the New Balance 2002R model to release. If you guys have been following New Balance for the past year or two, you know that the 2002R has been extremely popular. Everything from collaborations to general releases, across the board it's been highly successful, and if I had to guess, it's going to be another extremely successful year for this model this year. So this pair retailed for a price of $140 US or 180 Canadian. The colorway for this shoe is Incense and Heliotrope, and the style code for this shoe is M2002RWA. So diving straight into the details of this shoe, so the upper of the sneaker for the most part is constructed out of suede. So in the middle portion of this toe box area, the suede here is done in this perforated finish in this beige color. We have this small New Balance N logo embroidered in the middle, along with this hit of blue colored suede at the edge of the toe. And then overlaid on either side, we have this darker camel colored suede on top. Surrounding the front toe cap, we have more of that beige colored suede, but I want to point out that the shape of this toe box is extremely boxy. So I compared it to some of my 2002Rs from last year, and it was noticeably more boxy and a little bit disappointing in that respect. Covering the mid panel of the shoe, we have more of that beige colored suede, and then stitched on top of this we have the New Balance N logo, which is done in a combination of this teal or blue colored finish, and it's stitched down using this camel colored stitching. And the top 2 eyelets above this is done in this dark gray colored TPU. Moving downwards, we have more of this camel colored suede, which has this perforated finish to it. There's another layer of this teal or blue colored suede above this, with 2002R branding on the lateral side, and that beige suede that we saw earlier on the mid panel, this loops around the back of the shoe. Surrounding the bottom of the heel, we have this light purple or violet colored suede, which has this perforated finish to it, and above this, which is covered in this teal and purple colored finish in the middle with the New Balance logo, and at the very top we have this dark gray colored suede. Turning our attention back to the front, so for the laces, these come with 2 different pairs of laces. So the standard default laces is a flat gray colored lace, but they also give you a secondary pair of purple colored laces as well. Underneath this, the tongue is constructed out of mesh in this dark gray finish. We have this camel colored suede on top, and then the top of the tongue is covered in this dark gray perforated suede. We have this oval shaped cutout in the middle with New Balance running branding. The inner liner of the shoe is lined in this dark gray colored textile, and then turning our attention to the insoles, these come with a foam lined insole, and we have New Balance running branding stamped on the heel in this teal or blue colored finish. So the upper of the 2002R sits atop this midsole, which is constructed out of a combination of Absorb SBS, and New Balance's Energy technology. So the midsole for the most part is painted in this sail or off-white colored finish. We have this camel or burnt orange color on the forefoot, and then you'll see on the lateral side of the heel, we have these blue colored gel-like pods, which is this New Balance Energy technology, and this helps with shock absorption and impact protection. And then turning the shoe over to the bottom, the outsole here is constructed for the most part out of this gray colored rubber. We have these flex grooves on the forefoot to give you added flexibility, and in the middle we have this TPU shank plate, which is done in this off-white colored finish, and this is what New Balance calls their stability web technology, and this helps with torsional rigidity and midfoot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these 2002Rs. And for those wondering how these fit, so generally speaking, I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and for all my past 2002Rs, I've stuck true to size or a size 10. But in comparing this specific colorway to my past 2002Rs, I felt like for some reason this one felt a little bit more roomy all around. So it felt a little bit more wide foot friendly, it felt a little bit longer as well, but I'm not sure if it was big enough that I would want to go a half size down. So I don't know if it was just my pair that was the exception, or if all of you guys also felt the same way, but it was definitely noticeable that this pair was more roomy. And just to help you guys out, to give you guys a point of comparison, I wear between a 9.5 and a 10 in most of my New Balance shoes. So silhouettes that I go a half size down in, or a 9.5, would be, for example, the 990 V3, V4, V5, the 992, most of my 550s, the 998, and the 1700. And on the flip side, I stick true to size or a size 10 in other New Balance silhouettes like the majority of my 2002Rs, well pretty much all of them to be honest, along with my 1500s, the 1530, most of my 991s, the 997, and the 990 V2 because of its more narrow toe box. So long story short, if you want more of a snug one-to-one fit and if you don't have wide feet, you can definitely go a half size down in these, but if you want more of a roomy fit or if you have wide feet, definitely stick true to size. Next up, in terms of the comfort, so I've said this before in past 2002R reviews, but this silhouette is one of the most comfortable shoes in New Balance's portfolio. In my opinion, it gives me that perfect balance of cushioning and support, so you're going to feel some of that squishiness and responsiveness of the foam underneath the forefoot, but at the same time, it's not going to be an overly soft shoe that's going to hurt your feet with prolonged wear. So because of that, the 2002R is definitely a shoe I can wear for many hours in a day, and it feels great on feet even at the end of the day. Last but not least, in terms of the overall quality and the craftsmanship, so this specific pair was made in Vietnam, so that means it's not a made in US or a made in UK New Balance. However, I felt like the quality of the materials was pretty good. I wouldn't say that it's the best quality suede I've seen on a New Balance shoe. It was a little bit worse than its made in US or made in UK counterparts, but at the same time, it still feels pretty decent to the touch. You run your fingers across it, you can still tell that it's a nice genuine suede. It just has a little bit more of a rougher texture to it. And similarly, from an overall build and craftsmanship standpoint, I didn't really notice any major flaws with my pair. I thought it was a pretty solid, well-built shoe all in all. So with all that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet and I'll show you guys how these look. You know, sometime last year, these released prematurely on J.Crew's website, and it was marketed as a J.Crew exclusive. But lo and behold, this is actually more of a general release, which is great because anyone that wants this pair should be able to grab these no problem. When I first saw this colorway, the first thing I thought of was that it really reminded me of the Kith non-native 997, but the fact that they incorporate this very nice shade of purple on the shoe, it really stands out and makes it its own. So if this is the start of things to come for New Balance in 2022, my wallet is going to be in big trouble. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this Incense and Heliotrope New Balance 2002R. What are your overall thoughts on this colorway? And in general, are you a fan of the 2002R or is it not really your cup of tea? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at sgo8. Check me out on my Twitter account at sean.go and visit my website as well at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and hopefully it helped you in some way, and I'll catch you guys all in my next review.